Man, shout out to you motherfuckers. Shout out to you badasses. I love each and every one of you, and I'm so super proud of you for pushing through all that shit. Shout out to everybody that has been criticized by society, that has been criticized by family, that has been criticized by friends, that has been criticized by coworkers, yet you still manage to push through and go after your goals to live a different life. Listen, it's pretty damn simple, guys. You are not going to be loved. You are not always going to be, encouraged. You're not always going to be supported to go down the route that you're choosing to go when you're doing this online make money shit. And it doesn't matter what it is. Like, and these people are going to say something all the damn time. And I'm not just talking about your random ass haters in the comments. We already know that we get those, and that shit drives me crazy that some of you guys let a hater that is just really upset that you're doing better than them, or making a decision that they could not make for themselves. Like, don't let those people dictate your life, right? Like that blows my mind when that happens by people. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to overcome some of those obstacles too, right? Like, people have shitted on me about being bald, my teeth. I get all that because, like, I look like I got fangs. I don't give a damn. Like I'm laughing all the way to the bank. In fact, some people would hop on my lives, my TikTok lives, and they would come up with some really good ones. Like, one guy was like, "Man, why are we sitting here talking to this cancer patient?" And I was like, "Damn, that was actually good." It actually made me laugh. I almost spit out my drink the day that I heard it. But I started to roll with the punches. I got tough skin because there was no way that I was going to let those people that they're only brave because they're behind a computer screen dictate my life. And I started to understand, one, you'll never be hated on by somebody that's doing better than you. And number two, check this out. Generally speaking, 9 times out of 10, they're only hating on you because you made a decision that they could not make for themselves. Seriously, seriously, you're going down a path that they wish they could be going down themselves. Okay. But that's not even what this video is really about. I'm talking about then the other type of criticism, right? The criticism of your family and your friends. I was talking to a friend today, and he even said, "Man, Justin, it feels so good to be able to just kind of like talk to you. You know what I mean? Just to vent. Like, he didn't need an answer from me. He needed to vent because it felt good to have somebody that was doing this business, right? And knew the ups and downs of what we face on a day-to-day basis, because you are trying to go out there and make something happen. And you are already starting to beat up and doubt yourself, and your self-worth is getting down, because how do digital marketers or make money online people defy their success? By the money they make, right? By the money they make. So as soon as we don't make the money that we desired to make right off the bat, what happens? We start thinking less of ourselves. It's not the other way around. Like, sometimes, you do the normal thing, right? You say, "Okay, I must be doing it wrong. Let me figure out how to do it right." And you keep this positive, high ass energy that says, "Okay, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this." Like, you mentally tell yourself, "I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it." Right. But then over time, you start to doubt yourself. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not good at this. Maybe I suck at this. Right. And so all of a sudden these doubts come in. And that's when the friends and the family come in, and they pile more of their shit on top of you to even just lower your self-worth even more, to where now you don't even have any confidence. You don't know if you made the right move. You think you got scammed. You think whatever, right? Whatever you comes up in your head, you're like, "Oh my God, I made a mistake," or like, this is not right. Or, "I need to go back to the drawing board." And here's the thing though. And it's sad when it comes from the friends and family, okay? Because a lot of times, not a lot of times, sometimes they are actually doing it out of love. They are doing it out of love. But my thing is this though, don't ever take advice from somebody who's not living the life that you want to be living. Don't ever take advice from somebody who is not living the life that you want to be living, right? It's funny how so many times we get caught up in all these opinions of other people, and then when we look back, we think, wait a minute, you're not even living the life that I want. So how would you know, right? I remember, if some of y'all have been keeping up with my story, right? So like, I'm dating a girl that's in California, right? And at one point I even went to live there. And it's a long story as to why I'm back into Texas, but basically family, her family, it's just crazy, right? Anyways, it's hard, right? Anyways, long story short, I was living in California. I lived there almost 4 years, I think. Went through a damn pandemic, which we were on lockdown over there, right? Anyways, but it doesn't matter. I remember when I first was leaving, right? Some of my aunts, and I hate to even put this out there in personal land here, but like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? But yeah, some of my aunts and some of my family they were hating on me for doing this, right? Now, you guys might have your own opinion about California, and I understand sometimes it's being ran funny. Sometimes, the government over there sucks, all that good stuff, right? But we're not even going to get into that part. The idea was, I wanted to be with this girl, right? Duh. Number two, I wanted to change the scenery. Number three, I knew that some places in California were more open to online marketing, which is where I really wanted to go to expand my horizon. And then there was many places in California that are gorgeous. I don't think you understand. I get it, it's expensive, blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying, gorgeous, crazy, beautiful, right? It's actually sad that state is just going down so much because it's beautiful, right? But anyways, and I was like, this would be great for content, great for everything. Little did I know I was going to go through a pandemic and we couldn't go, and everything was shut down. But still, anyways, I thought all this stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes the family member saying, I wouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Like, giving me everything. Oh, you're going to leave your mom like that? Blah, 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 blah. And the funny thing is I felt like shit. I felt bad. I was like, man, I shouldn't even do this. And then I looked and I said, well, wait a minute. What have they done with their lives? And what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is I go to California and something bad happens to my family. Yes, suck, right? I don't know. Could I get a plane ticket in time to come back and be there for my family? Yes, I understand. Those are like the worst case scenarios. But I'm saying, what about on the opposite end of me? Okay, what's the worst case scenario? I go there. It turns out to be not as pretty as I thought, not as great as I thought. I didn't really like it. Could I come back? Yes. Right? If all that, or like me and the girl don't work out, whatever, right? Like, what is the worst case scenario over there? Okay, come back. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and that's the thing with digital marketing. You might start. It might not pan out right away. You're going to be fine. You're going to come back. I mean, here's the thing. This is just knowledge. And these haters will even talk about that shit too, right? Oh, well, you don't need a course to make money online. You're right. You don't need a course. You guys can scroll all day on fucking YouTube. But let me tell you something right now. You can also not take a car and get to a destination. You can also not use a cookbook and to cook, right? Excuse me for wanting to say, yo, wait a minute, a one-time investment? That's all I need to get a course so I can start learning this shit, so I can start applying this shit? That one-time investment brought me over $100,000. Now what do you got to say about it? So all the motherfuckers that were sitting there hating on me, talking all that shit, look what happened. I took a small investment compared to the $100,000 that I made, and now I got skills. And what do I keep saying on this channel? You guys better watch some of my old videos, right? What's one thing these people cannot take away from you? Your brand, your story, and your knowledge, right? Why do you think I've been pushing these courses more? Because if these make money online programs or whatever go away, you're out of luck, but they cannot take away your knowledge. So either way it goes, you're not losing. The only way that you lose is if you stop betting on you, is if you stop believing in you, and if you give up. But I just want to reach out to everybody right now and just say, man, I'm going to shout you out for going after your goals, because you're right. It's hard as shit. Not only do you got the little people that are living in grandma's little basement on the phone, talking shit because they got a camera screen in front of them and they feel big and bad. They can hate on you. You got those people, and I know you can overcome those people. But then you got this inner circle. You got your coworkers saying you're weird, right? You got society telling you you're an idiot, right? Take the safe route, go to school, right? You know what I mean? You got family, you got friends. You got friends constantly trying to call you out. They're listening to you, but they don't have your best interest. Like, no offense, some of you friends that do that shit, it's pretty shitty, man. Like, your friend is sitting there like, yo, I need to learn this online shit. And you're like, nah, come on, man. Come on, let's just go have a few drinks really quick. What the fuck, bro? Or why wouldn't you say, hey, listen, man, why don't I come over here and I help you? We study for a little bit and then we go have a drink. Something. Like, you could have been that dude. You could have been that friend. But some of you weren't those friends. Some of you were just like, oh, come on, man. Nobody makes money with that shit. Come on out tonight. How fucked up is that? Just killed that dude's dreams. Killed that dude's goals. And that's why I'm sending a big shout out to you. A big shout out to the people that took all the criticism and still mustered up enough strength to keep on going and to go make it happen. Like me. They said, oh, you're leaving this program? I won't even mention the name. Yes, I am. Well, you missed out on a lot of money. Went and made money. Perfectly fine. Oh, you're going over to Instagram right now? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you should do that. Why? Some of these people are making $100,000 in less than 2 to 4 months. I made $100,000 last year. I can't even brag no more. You feel like, you know what I'm saying? These guys are outshining, right? But here's the thing. You acquire what you admire and then you give the person away. So I'm admiring my path. You're admiring your path. You're being drawn to this path for a reason because you know there's more. Now, I will admit in this online world, you might try a couple things and it might not work out for you. And that's okay. It's okay to switch. When I tell people to get focused, I say get focused and stop looking at dumb shit online. It doesn't mean that if you're going down a path and you just don't feel aligned with what you're promoting anymore or whatever you're doing, cool, leave. I started a drop shipping business. We called it Happy Dog Tail, me and a friend. Thank God me and that guy were still friends. Thank God for that. If he's watching to this day, yo, like, man, I love that dude. He's a great guy. We just didn't work out with the drop shipping. We both were kind of like, yo, we're not even aligned with this anymore. Like, it's not like like the newness was like, it was fun, but then the newness wore off, right? Like, a lot of people always look at me and they're like, yo, you just are passionate about this digital marketing shit. I'm like, fuck yeah. I put it on another video, my last video, right? I said, yeah, I'm a 41-year-old felon. I didn't think I was like, you know what I mean? Like, and I got opportunity and I'm giving information to people, right? Like I said earlier, like, they clown on me because I sell a course and I'm like, yo, you're right. But do you want to take the car to the destination or do you want to walk? You don't need the car to get to your destination, do you? You don't need the cookbook to cook whatever you're about to cook, do you? Well, what do you want? You want the cookbook to make it easier, smoother, more like, so you can understand on where to go, more direction? Or do you want to just free it? Free ball it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just go out there and just have at it, right? It's up to you. I chose to go with a course, and that one-time investment led me to where I am now. So I overcome all the criticism and the haters online versus all the criticism from society versus my own friends and family's opinions. And I stuck to Justin Springer, and I made it happen. And if that's you right now, I just want to give a mad shout out to you that keep on going. I'm proud of you. And if you haven't gotten started because of some of that criticism, seriously, one, you're being drawn to it for a reason. Number two, it's okay. Not everybody is going to see your vision, and that's okay. And some of these people are doing it out of love because they're afraid that because they're living in their limitations. And then number three, don't ever take advice from somebody that is not living the life that you want.